Chapter 9. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, and upon all wherewith the ground teems, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Every moving thing that lives shall be for food for you. As the green herb have I given you all. Only flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall you not eat. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man, even at the hand of every man's brother, will I require the life of man. Whoso sheds man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. And you, be you fruitful and multiply, swarm in the earth and multiply therein. And God spoke unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, As for me, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the fowl, the cattle, and every beast of the earth with you. Of all that go out of the ark, even every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of the flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you, for perpetual generations. I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow is seen in the cloud, that I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. And the sons of Noah that went forth from the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noah, and these was the whole earth overspread. And Noah the husbandman began, and planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine, and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment, and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backward, and covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine, and knew what his youngest son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And he said, Blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem, and let Canaan be their servant. God enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan be their servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years, and all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. All right, let's go back up to verse 1. Continuing in this story of Noah, in the last chapter, God had remembered Noah and those that were with him in the ark, and he had caused the waters to descend or to decrease back from off the earth. And we'll see that he made a agreement. He's not going to do this no more. He's not going for as long as the earth remains, there shall be the seasons of it. And that's where we're picking it up, and God is blessing the earth, and we'll find out Noah and his sons as well. Verse 1. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth. So once again, Elohim, the powers, the might, the strength, the one who is the strength of all these, blessed Noah Noach, once again, is the one that remains, this one who has the rest, and that is the full understanding of the Lord, him and his sons. And he said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish, subdue, take back over, we'll find out, redo, replenish the earth, and in a sense to carry on, and cause it to continue too. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, and upon all wherewith the ground teems, and upon all fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Into your hand, or into your works, into what you do, we'll find out, to take care of, or to tend as well. But this fear and this dread of you shall be upon every beast. And so it is today. We'll find out that most beasts are scared of man. We'll find out it works both ways. Men are about scared of everything that walks as well, in some degree. But this dread is a basic fear that exists within everything. 3. Every moving thing that lives shall be for food for you, as the green herb have I given you all. And every moving thing, and this is where, just like it says in the beginning, the green herb was given for food, and now every living thing, every moving thing that lives shall be for food. But we'll find out there's going to be a little separation made. Don't just run off and start eating everything. For only flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall you not eat. Only the flesh with the life thereof. And this is going to be the life that's in the flesh, is going to be the blood. That blood shall you not eat. This blood has to be removed, and this is from the meat. This is going to be, there's a separation, so there's going to be that which you can't eat, and then there's going to be that which you shouldn't eat, that which you cannot eat. It's just a natural thing and a natural order of things. We'll find out. Some have some understanding of it, and some don't. 5. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it. At the hand of man, even at the hand of every man's brother, will I require the life of man. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. And here we're going to get a little bit of the law. You shouldn't murder. That was made clear from the beginning. One of the first corrections that was made in man was his violent nature, that you should be curving in a little less and going to you. And for the blood of your lives, that means those who murder, or a beast kills a man, that beast will die. The Lord requires it. It's required at the hand of man. And that's going to be who's going to put it to death, who's going to slay it for what it's done. Even at the hand of every man's brother. It doesn't matter if it's his own brother that killed him. We'll find out the Chaim was given the ability to continue, and then the wickedness just spreads. It's what it means. You don't let it continue. If you're going to cut something off, cut off that which is truly wicked. And I will require the life of man. So, and what that is this whole thing makes an exaction. Anybody that kills a man, his life will be required as well. 6. Whoso sheds man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. Whoso sheds man's blood, and this word shed the word is shefak. It's a prime root. It means to spill, or to expend the life, to murder the soul, is the same thing. We'll find out it was going on then, and they was hunting souls. It was something that had been going on for a long time, and the Lord don't tolerate that either. To slay a man is one way, and then to hunt that soul or to place to see what's going to happen to it, to bring it to death. That's what the serpent did in the garden. It's the same thing. 7. And you, be you fruitful and multiply, swarm in the earth and multiply therein. And you, he was speaking to everybody, and everybody even that was going to come from then on. It didn't matter. Be fruitful and multiply. Swarm in the earth. Swarm in the earth is a simple way to say be all through the earth and multiply therein, or spread out. 8. And God spoke unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, and once again God speaks, those powers, that Elohim, the might of the powers that exist, speaks unto Noah, this one who remains, and to his sons with him. 9. As for me, behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you. I establish my covenant with you and your seed after you. And then we'll find out this is going to be everybody, not just one person. This is in representation of humanity itself. These sons of Noah represent the completion of all, everybody. 10. And every living creature that is with you, the fowl, the cattle, every beast of the earth with you, all that go out of the ark, and every beast of the earth, everything and everybody. 11. And I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of the flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And this was the agreement that the Lord was making. Was one of the first agreements that the Lord made. We'll find out, because the Lord is this. To make an agreement is to show the willingness to bend, and to show the strength in that, to show strength in the power to bend. And this is really what this whole lesson's about. But this covenant, this bow that we're going to find out about, is to represent that the Lord's not going to destroy the earth by waters, by the floods of waters anymore. And we can take that as the physical. But there is another flood, and that flood does destroy many, but it's not going to destroy the earth. 12. This is a token of my covenant, which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. And this is the token. This is the marker. This is the post. This is the sign. This is how you'll know about this covenant that I'm going to make between me and you. We'll notice that the Lord always gives it a sign. He gives an example, some way we can actually see and have the knowledge of that agreement. He gives it to every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations, forever. It's forever and ever and ever. And we'll find out that's exactly what it is. I'm going to go back to a little subject that I kind of skipped there. I meant to mention verse 6. Whoso sheds man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. Kind of alluding back from the subject a little bit back to this. And if we look at that real close, by man shall his blood be shed. There's a judgment, and the order is for man to carry that judgment out. And from this, we get the insinuation or the elaboration of court systems. There must be a form of justice in the earth, and it's up to man to establish that justice. But it needs, we'll find out this image that God made man in for that purpose, and these courts should be established. There should be justice in those courts and equality in those courts. Unfortunately today, we have a great perversion of that understanding and knowledge. Too much gain in the courts today. And it's up to man to correct this problem. We're going to get back to the subject that we was on. 13. I have set my bow in the cloud. And it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. I have set my bow in the cloud. A bow is just simply that. It's something that's bent, something that's bowed, kind of like a bow with the arrow, how the bow bends. That's exactly what it is. And it's going to show the strength of that bow that's in the clouds. Clouds is those things that are lofty or above us. I often refer to them as confusion. And that's what it is. The Lord shows His strength in the confusion. And it shall be for a token. A token is a sign or a little something to make you remember the covenant between me and the earth. And the earth is everything that's going to be flesh as well. 14. And it shall come to pass when I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow is seen in the cloud. And it shall come to pass, these clouds here, these rains, the storms, and this bow we often refer to as this rainbow, it is seen in the cloud. And this is true. This is true. Very true. But also now, when the Lord brings these clouds of confusion over the earth, we'll find the bow of His strength is seen in those clouds as well. For the Lord always gives you the opportunity to turn. 15. That I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all the flesh. And He set the bow so He would remember. A little reminder. See, something pleasant to call to remembrance, the mercy, because it's important to have mercy. Without mercy, none of us would exist. But these waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all the flesh, and they won't. They may destroy many, but they will not destroy all. 16. The bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, and I will remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and it is, and it will remain. I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant. Everlasting covenant. That's for always, and we'll find out this is one of the first everlasting covenants the Lord makes. When the Lord makes an everlasting covenant, there's nothing anybody else can do about that agreement. And it's between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. None is exempt. 17. God said unto Noah, this is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. And this is the token. That's what tells you that I have established that covenant, that agreement. And that's this bow, that shows strength even in the clouds. 18. And the sons of Noah that went forth from the ark were Shem, Ham, Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan. And so these sons, we've heard about them before, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, or the sons of Noah. Noah being the one that remains, Shem, that name. Ham, it means heated or warmed up, prepared. We can look at it really as would be a better interpretation of it. And Japheth is this one that's opened or revealed, made known. Ham is the father of Canaan. Ham is, and Canaan means this one who is humble, the one who's been humiliated, so to speak. 19. These three were the sons of Noah, and of these was the whole earth overspread. And these three, once again, it completes, it's done. It is to make strong, to have that full understanding. We could look at it like that. That three is that third witness that adds the strength. And Noah, these were the sons of Noah. And that's what it was altogether. This that come from Noah was that which is going to make strong, and that which is going to overspread the whole earth. 20, and Noah, the husbandman, began, and he planted a vineyard. And Noah began to be a husbandman. He began to tend things and take care of the earth, and planted him a garden, and he planted a vineyard. A vineyard is a place of vines, a place where to grow grapes, as we're going to find out. Noah planted a vineyard, and he prepared to have pleasure. 21. And he drank of the wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. So he drinks of the wine, that which comes from the vine, that gives you that effect, and we'll find out Noah become drunken. That's to be overcome with that wine. And he was uncovered within his tent. His tent's a place where he abodes, a place, his abiding place. And to be uncovered was he was revealed. He was uncovered. He did not have his covering over, and his bareness shone forth. 22. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brethren about it. Told his two brethren without. So Ham, that's the youngest son, we'll find out, of Noah, or was Ham the youngest son? By the names and the way the names are listed, we would have assumed that Japheth was the youngest son, and Ham would be the second. And it's a possibility, but he was the father of Canaan, and we'll find out Canaan was present now, and he saw the nakedness of his father and told his brothers. And Shem, 23, and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backwards and covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were backwards, and they saw not their father's nakedness. So Shem, that's that name, and Japheth, that's the one that opens, took a garment. It didn't matter what garment it was, but what they did was they laid it over their shoulders and hid their backs and their back and held it up, and they went backwards and covered the nakedness of Noah, so that they didn't make the same mistake that the brother had just made. And to look upon somebody's nakedness is, and we don't know what he went and told his brothers. He may have been laughing and joking. Who knows? There's a oral Torah that goes with this, but ideal to go around and to talk about others who are naked, or those that are bare, maybe to just expose even those that are exposed, maybe as well, to uncover. Is another way to uncover that Noah was uncovered, and by spreading it, you uncover the more, or reveal that even of that nakedness. 24. And Noah awoke from his wine, and knew what his youngest son had done unto him. So Noah awoke from his wine. He awakes from these effects of the wine, and knew what his youngest son had done unto him. And here this youngest son, because that's who Canaan would be, the youngest son of Noah. I'm still going to hold with the Ham as the middle son, and here we find out that the youngest son had done this. So we get this little bit of confusion here. Who is responsible for this? The father or the son? Either way it goes, there's humiliation, as we're going to find out. 25. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And cursed. Cursed means you got a little problem. You've been separated out. You've been marked. You've been expelled, kicked out of the clan, so to speak, in a sense of it. was Canaan. Canaan means humiliated, humble. This one who's humbled and humiliated. He's a servant of servants, shall he be unto his brethren. Is it the one who done the wrong? No, it's the other. This one who is humiliated. Canaan. He has to live with that. Not only he didn't do nothing. He has to live with what that was done in that name. One thing to do something wrong, it's another thing to be known as the son of the one who did. And we get there's a little bit of problem with this, but we're going to find out. It's all straightened out later. The son's not responsible for what his father does. The father's not responsible for what his son does. And we're all responsible for what we do. And that we shouldn't suffer from the humiliation of others. But still, it's there, 26. And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of Shem, and let Canaan be their servant. Blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem. Blessed be that holy name, that presence of God, this one of Shem. That's the name. Has that presence because and we'll find out, because they didn't do what their brother had done. And let Canaan be their servant. Their servant, a bet to serve, to work for Canaan, that once humiliated. Let him serve them. Why? Because Ham ain't fit to be a father. He ain't fit to, if he's to watch over and take care of Canaan. Let Shem, and we'll find out, Japheth take care of him. 20 said, God enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan be their servant. God enlarge Japheth. God enlarge the opening. Make a little bit bigger hole. Make some room in there. Why? Well, there's somebody else going to have to come and live with you. He shall dwell in the tents of Shem. So Japheth will dwell in the tents of Shem, or the abodes of that name, the abodes of the name, the presence of God. And let Canaan be their servant, to serve, to, servant here is just a bad translation. We're going to see it's going to be one that works for. There's a little bit of difference. It can be implied a bondman, a bondage, a bondservant. Somebody has to serve for some understanding, I guess, because their father didn't give them any. They keep, bondman, bond service, compelled to do, dress, ear, execute, or dress, ear, execute, husbandman, tend. See there, we get that word tend, serve, work, worshiper. But see, well, basically, he's going to work under them and serve for a little understanding that he didn't get from his father, the one who had uncovered Noah, or 28, Noah lived after the flood 350 years. And Noah lived after the flood. Continued after this period of time, 350 years. And that's going to be complete the judgment, complete that witness, or make strong the judgment. Any way we wanted to look at it, strengthen it, add a little back up to it, 50 years. And 50 years, 50 is always 5 tens. There's grace in the law and the greater understandings of it all. Because, see, there's always another way. The Lord has done that. He makes several examples here. When we have one that won't do right, then we have to sometimes make a way so that the understanding still gets out to those that are less, those that didn't get that from their parent. 29. All the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. And the days, there's understandings of Noah, the one who remained, the one who rest, were 950 years. Nine's truth. Nine's a harvest. Nine's what you get when you understand. the judgment, and the grace from the law and the greater understandings of it all. We're going to move forward to Genesis chapter 10. Turn and return.